नमस्कार, बहुत-बहुत स्वागत है गाइस आपके अपने चैनल केएफसीएस और स्पोर्ट्स ब्रेकडाउन। अ, आज जो वीडियो है बहुत ही स्पेशल है और बात करेंगे इंडियन टीम जो चैंपियन बन चुकी है एशिया कप की। बट वहीं जो दूसरा चैनल है स्पोर्ट्स ब्रेकडाउन, वहाँ पे श्रीलंकन के फैंस हैं जो कि काफ़ी ज़्यादा निराश हो गए। ऐसा गेम बहुत कम होता है। आप कह सकते हैं कि 20 मैचों में एक मैच ऐसा होता है जिसमें टीम जो है 50 रन पर निपट जाए। और पूरी तरह से श्रीलंकन टीम बिल्कुल भी आज गेम में नज़र नहीं आई। बट आज पूरी बातचीत करेंगे। तो जैसे कि मैं देख पा रहा हूँ कि ऑलरेडी एक श्रीलंकन फ़ैन है जो कि बहुत सारे कमेंट्स कर चुके हैं ऑलरेडी अपनी टीम के बारे में। तो जानने की कोशिश करते हैं क्या उनकी इमोशंस हैं, क्योंकि फैन्स को बहुत ज़्यादा दुःख होता है जब ऐसा परफॉर्मेंस होता है। तो सबसे पहले ही कहना चाह रहे हैं श्रीलंका परेरा श्रीलंका डोंट हैव स्किल्स एंड टेक्निक टू प्ले गुड बॉलर्स इवन ऑन बैटिंग फ्रेंडली कंडीशन। नीतीश, आपकी बात ठीक है। मतलब ये नहीं कह सकते कि उनके पास स्किल नहीं है, टेक्निक नहीं है, बट शायद कंडीशंस को बेटर रीड नहीं कर पाए वो। अगर वो बॉलर की जो जिस लाइन और लेंथ पे बॉलिंग हो रही थी, अगर उस चीज़ को जज कर पाते राइट टाइम पे, तो शायद आउट नहीं होते, विकेट्स फेंक के नहीं जाते। उन्होंने विकेट्स फेंके हैं। लाइन और लेंथ को देखा नहीं कि जिस तरह सिराज एक ही लेंथ पे बॉलिंग कर रहे थे, ज़्यादा कोई चेंजेस थे नहीं। सिराज को विकेट्स मिल रहे थे, तो मुझे लगता है कि शायद उन्होंने बैटिंग करते वक़्त उन्होंने पिच को जैसे अगर आप सपोज़ इंडियन टीम बैटिंग कर रही होती तो सबसे पहले वो रिड्यूस करते जो भी पिच पे जितना भी मॉइस्चर है, और टाइम देते, उसके बाद अटैकिंग शॉट्स खेलते। बट श्रीलंकन के जो बैट्समैन थे उन्होंने शॉट्स मारना स्टार्ट कर दिया था विकेट गिरने के बाद। तो यही रीज़न है कि टीम आज 50 रन पर आउट हो चुकी है। नेक्स्ट कमेंट है, दे डोंट हैव बॉलिंग ऑल्सो, यू विल सी इन द वर्ल्ड कप। बिल्कुल, इसमें कोई डाउट नहीं है। ऑलरेडी ये टीम जो है 3-4 अच्छे इनके जो सीनियर प्लेयर्स जो उनके चमीरा है, लाहिरू कुमारा, फाइंदू हसरंगा सबसे बड़ा लॉस है। ये सबसे बड़ा लॉस था इस टीम के लिए। और इतने बड़े-बड़े प्लेयर्स होने के बाद जिनकी कंट्रीब्यूशन इतनी अच्छी थी, आपने बैक टू बैक 13 मैचेस विन किए, फिर भी आप फाइनल खेल जाते हैं। तो मैं समझता हूँ श्रीलंकन टीम में कैपेबिलिटी है, कर सकते हैं। बट मुझे लगता है कि थोड़ा-सा डायरेक्शन की ज़रूरत है, एक करेक्ट प्लेयर के लिए एक अच्छे प्लेयर की ज़रूरत है। और मुझे लगता है कि थोड़ा-सा उन्हें मोटिवेट करने की ज़रूरत है, तो श्रीलंकन टीम जो है अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस कर सकती है। फाइनल खेलना छोटी बात नहीं होती है। श्रीलंकन टीम कांट बिकम श्रीलंकन टीम ऑफ संगाकारा टाइम्स। ट्रू, श्रीलंकन टीम उस संगाकारा के टाइम की टीम शायद अभी बनने में टाइम लगेगा, क्योंकि प्लेयर्स जो है काफ़ी ज़्यादा इंजर्ड रह रहे हैं। इंजरी कंसर्न ज़्यादा है श्रीलंकन टीम में। दे लैक स्किल्स कह सकते हैं। Conversation in the team they've shown real identity श्रीलंकन टीम मे बी कह सकते हो नीतीश कि शायद इंडियन टीम ने सही रास्ता दिखाया। मतलब कि श्रीलंकन टीम रियलिटी में क्या है, ये हो सकता है, क्योंकि श्रीलंकन टीम जब भी इंडिया से भिड़ी है 2023 में, जीत कभी नहीं मिली है, ये रियलिटी है। और मुझे लगता है कि थोड़ा-सा श्रीलंकन टीम को अभी सोचना होगा, अपने बेसिक्स पे आना होगा कि किस तरह से आप खेल सकते हैं, और अपनी प्लेइंग 11 थोड़ी-सी बेहतर करनी होगी कि आपके प्लेइंग 11 में कौन-से वो प्लेयर्स हैं जो कि खेल सकते हैं। तो इस पे थोड़ी बातचीत करनी पड़ेगी। और जो कि एक स्टेटमेंट भी आया उनके कोच का, सिल्वरवुड ने कहा कि अभी अ, कोई बड़े डिसीजंस लेने वाले हैं ये कल-परसों में। तो मोस्ट प्रोबेबली आपको कल-परसों में वर्ल्ड कप की टीम भी आ जाएगी। मतलब अब आप कह सकते हैं कि उनको अब ये पता होगा कि हसरंगा की अपडेट, हसरंगा, लाहिरू कुमारा, चमीरा, इनमें से कितने प्लेयर्स वर्ल्ड कप में जा पाते हैं, इसकी प्रोबेबिलिटी पता लग जाएगी। और कल-परसों में मोस्ट प्रोबेबली श्रीलंकन टीम भी बता देगी कि कौन जो है वर्ल्ड कप में खेलने वाला है। अभी अब वर्ल्ड कप की तरफ अगर जाएँ, तो ये वीडियो स्पेशली इस वीडियो में हम बात करेंगे हर एक टीम की। एशिया कप कैसा रहा उनका। सबसे पहले इंडियन टीम की बात करें तो इंडियन टीम के लिए मैं यही कहूँगा कि आज सिराज ने काफ़ी चीज़ें जो है ढक दी इंडियन टीम की, जो कि प्रॉब्लम में थी। इंडियन टीम जब आप बांग्लादेश की टीम से हारे थे, तो काफ़ी चीज़ें निकल के आ रही थी, फिनिश नहीं हो रहा था, मैच कंप्लीट नहीं मैचेस कंप्लीट नहीं कर पा रहे थे, जिसका रिज़ल्ट ये था कि हम बांग्लादेश के अगेंस्ट जो है हार गए थे। लेकिन फिर जैसे ही ये स्क्वाड चेंज होता है, स्पेशली डिबेट ये भी रहती है लोगों की, कहते हैं कि मोहम्मद शमी को मौका नहीं देते, शार्दुल ठाकुर को मौका नहीं देते। लेकिन आज हमने देखा कि किस तरह से मोहम्मद सिराज और जो बुमराह का जो इम्पैक्ट है टीम इंडिया में वो ख़ास है। और सिराज जिन्होंने आज जिनके सामने सारे श्रीलंकन बॉलर्स श्रीलंकन जो बैट्समैन थे वो नतमस्तक थे, और कह सकते हैं कि पूरी तरह लेट गए थे। जिस तरह से सिराज ने साँस लेने का भी मौका नहीं दिया बिल्कुल भी। अ, बहुत ही बढ़िया बॉलिंग और सारे टॉप ऑर्डर बैट्समैन को आउट करना अपने आप में बहुत बड़ी बात। और बुमराह और सिराज, ये हम जानते थे जब बुमराह वापस आएँगे तो ये टीम अलग ही दिखाई देगी, और इसका कहीं न कहीं एक साइन आ चुका है इंडियन टीम की तरफ से कि ये जो पेस अटैक है ये कुछ भी कर सकती है। और आज जो टीम कॉम्बिनेशन थी, एक्चुअली मुझे लगता है कि इस टीम कॉम्बिनेशन में हम अ, अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस दे सकते हैं वर्ल्ड कप में। स्पेशली यहाँ पे अब आप जैसे कि देखते हैं वॉशिंगटन सुंदर का इंक्लूजन होना। वॉशिंगटन सुंदर तो आए, साथ के साथ आपके रविंद्र जडेजा, दो बैट्समैन हो गए और जो बॉलिंग भी कर सकते हैं, आपको 10 ओवर की बॉलिंग दे सकते हैं, साथ में कुलदीप यादव। तो तीन स्पिनर्स के साथ साथ आपके बैटिंग भी कवर हो गई। तो मुझे लगता है कि यहाँ पे जो कि बहुत ज़्यादा कन्फ्यूज़न रहता था, कभी अक्षर पटेल, कभी शार्दुल ठाकुर, जो उस डिबेट को जो है कहीं न कहीं क्लोज़ कर दिया गया है और क्लोज़ हो जाएगा। वॉशिंगटन सुंदर को मेरे को लगता है रेगुलर मैचेस मिलेंगे। आज मौका ज़रूर मिलता, अगर श्रीलंकन टीम थोड़ी बढ़िया बल्लेबाज़ी करती, तो शायद आज देखने को मिलता कि क्या वॉशिंगटन सुंदर जो है, क्या हमारी प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व कर सकते हैं, जो कि बातचीत हो रही थी कि नंबर 8 पे एक हम बैट्समैन ढूँढ रहे हैं जो कि मैच को फ़िनिश करे। अल्टीमेटली हमने फ़िनिश भी नहीं किया गेम, जो कि बहुत बड़ी चीज़ है। मैच फ़िनिश करना चाहिए था अगेंस्ट बांग्लादेश, तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि ये प्रॉब्लम है। तो गाइज़ आप सवाल पूछ सकते हैं। बाकी आज का गेम जो था वो बहुत ही छोटा गेम था, कह सकते हैं 50 ओवर्स भी नहीं खेले गए और दोनों टीम ने मैचेस जीत लिए। 21 ओवर में गेम ख़त्म हो गया। 15 ओवर में श्रीलंकन टीम ऑल आउट हो जाती है और 5 ओवर में इंडिया ने गेम ख़त्म कर दिया 6 ओवर में। तो अच्छी सब कुछ अच्छा था इंडियन टीम के लिए आज। और एक्चुअली इंडियन टीम भी नहीं जानती हुई इतनी आसानी से जो है आपको कप मिल जाएगा, और बड़ी आसानी से ज़्यादा कोई कॉन्टेस्ट मिला नहीं। खैर अब अगर इंडियन टीम की हम बात करें तो ये मैच ज़रूर जीता गया, लेकिन जो प्रॉब्लम है अभी भी वहीं की वहीं है कि आपके जो फिनिशर है, स्पेशली फिनिशर्स, फील्डिंग की बात करें तो फील्डिंग आज थोड़ी बेहतर नज़र आई। हालाँकि एक ओवर थ्रोज़ था जो कि 6 रन मिले अल्टीमेटली, इसमें 2 रन बैट्समैन भाग गए थे, उसके बाद बॉल को फ़ील्ड नहीं किया गया और वो बॉल बाउंड्री के पार चली गई। तो फ़ील्डिंग एक इश्यू है ना। दूसरा इश्यू इंडियन टीम का है एक फिनिशर और एक मिडल ऑर्डर में एक ऐसा बल्लेबाज जो कि रन बनाए टीम के लिए। तो वो चीज़ जो है वो पता नहीं लगी है फाइनल में, क्योंकि स्कोर ज़्यादा बड़ा था नहीं, इसलिए इंडिया ने आसानी से मैच को जीत लिया। पर इस चीज़ को जो है ये ज़रूर उजागर होगी, या तो नेक्स्ट सीरीज़ में होगी अगेंस्ट ऑस्ट्रेलिया, या फिर अ, वर्ल्ड कप में होगी। वर्ल्ड कप से पहले हो जाए तो शायद ज़्यादा बेहतर है। बट जो प्लेइंग 11 है इंडियन टीम की, मुझे लगता है कि जो आज प्लेइंग 11 खेली है वॉशिंगटन सुंदर को इंक्लूड करके शायद थोड़ी बेहतर है। श्रेयस अय्यर को अगर देखेंगे तो मुझे लगता है कि शायद से ईशान किशन को बाहर जाना पड़ेगा अगर श्रेयस अय्यर आपके फिट होते हैं। अदरवाइज मेरे हिसाब से केएल राहुल नंबर 4 और 5 पे ईशान किशन रहेंगे। 6 हार्दिक पांड्या, रविंद्र जडेजा। तो आज हार्दिक पांड्या ने भी 3 विकेट चटकाई है और बॉलिंग काफ़ी अच्छी की है आज हार्दिक पांड्या ने भी। 6 विकेट चटकाए। मोहम्मद सिराज एक ड्रीम स्पेल कह सकते हैं मोहम्मद सिराज के लिए, और बहुत अच्छा गेस्चर बीसीसीआई की तरफ से भी था कि उन्होंने $50,000 दिए ग्राउंड्समैन को, जो कि इतनी मेहनत की उन्होंने, ग्राउंड को बहुत जल्दी प्रिपेयर किया। एक जो कि टाइम टेकिंग हो सकता था, लेकिन फिर भी ग्राउंड्स को बहुत अच्छे से प्रिपरेशन किया उन्होंने। और मोहम्मद सिराज ने भी अपना जो अमाउंट था, जो कि उन्होंने भी अपने अमाउंट को डोनेट किया ग्राउंड्समैन को। तो ये बहुत अच्छा गेस्चर मुझे लगा, और ये चीज़ जो है काफ़ी अच्छा रहता है डेवलपमेंट के लिए, ग्राउंड डेवलपमेंट के लिए और क्रिकेट के लिए भी अच्छा है। तो ये स्पिरिट बहुत अच्छी लगी देख के मुझे बीसीसीआई और सिराज की। तो काफ़ी अच्छा था एशिया कप। मैं समझता हूँ इंडियन टीम के लिए 60 to 70% इम्प्रूवमेंट लेके आया है, बट कुछ चीज़ें हैं जो कि जिस पे वर्क करना होगा इन्हें। एक अच्छा फिनिशर और एक फील्डर की आवश्यकता ज़रूर है इंडिया को। वेल फील्डिंग में तो आज इंडिया ने काफ़ी अच्छा किया। तो हमारे साथ है राहुल अय्यर। सो हेलो राहुल, हाउ आर यू?
Hi Kunal, how are you?
Yeah. So Rahul, finally we won it, and eighth time Asia Cup. But in 21 overs, I don't know that it can be possible in 21 overs only
Yeah,
out of 100.
I definitely did not expect India to win in 21 overs. That's what to say. Basically, one day match became one innings of a T20.
Yeah.
That's what it became. So absolute blowout for blowout win for India, but a good win. Definitely, we can take lots more confidence from this Asia Cup going into the World Cup, in my opinion.
Yes. Okay. So Rahul, first of all, let's start proceed the discussion. I want that you should show a flag of Team India. So today is the day uh, that we are proud of. Yes.
Yep.
So this is the eighth
hmm
time India pick Asia Cup, and finally a multi-nation tournament trophy comes after 10 years. After
5
10,
years. 5 years, in fact. We did win Asia Cup in 2016 and then 2018.
yeah,
So,
2018. Yeah, 5 years.
so after 5 years, we have won a multi-nation tournament.
Hope
So
so.
something to be proud of.
Hope
Hopefully, this
so.
is not the last time I'll be showing this
Yes.
flag on the show. Maybe in 2 months' time, I'll be able to show this flag when we win the World Cup.
Yes, of course. Okay, so now proceed with the discussion. Okay, so we will talk one by one each and every team what they have gained through Asia Cup and what they have lose. So first of all, let's start with Team India. So Rahul, I know today that was a dream spell. It doesn't happen each and every match. Once a 10 match means on an average once a 10th match this type of performance came. A team out of 50 runs, it is not an easy task always. It was a pitch behavior that bowler gets some swing, and the length was also great from Siraj. That's giving a trouble to Sri Lankan team. But still, we know what is the problem of Indian team. We lost to Bangladesh, so this is not a that thing that you have to reduce, that you have to hide. So, do you think that what is the according to you what is the big takeaway for Team India in this Asia Cup?
Mm, I think our new ball pair is firing very well. Bumrah and Siraj, they're doing very well with the new ball. Hopefully, they stay fit for the World Cup. And Kuldeep Yadav is our top spinner in the middle order. Our bowling lineup is looking very strong with them in the team. Without them in the team for this last 1 year, when they were not in the team, our bowling attack was looking very weak. But suddenly, when they have come into the team, the attack is looking very strong now. It's looking very good. And then batting lineup. Rohit Sharma, he did very well with the bat. He didn't get a century like we wanted to, but he scored many half centuries
Yes,
in the tournament. Virat Kohli getting a century, KL Rahul getting a century, Ishan Kishan also finding some runs in the middle order. So there are some lots of positives with the bat as well. And now I'm hearing Shreyas Iyer is going to be fit for the
yes,
Australia series. So hopefully he comes and he finds some runs, get some runs under his belt. So if he does that, we'll be pretty well set for the World Cup. Some of the negatives, yeah, one worry is that without Bumrah, our bowling attack looks very weak, and if Bumrah gets injured, then we might be in trouble. Uh, on the bowling side of things. The form of Jadeja not really up to the mark with either the bat or the ball. I think our lack of all rounders is a little bit showing here, because you also have Shardul Thakur, who's not performing with the bat, Akshar Patel not performing with the ball, now injured. If you bring in Washington Sundar, the problem is he lacks the experience of an ICC tournament, and he's now coming back into the team after a lot of gap.
Yeah.
So these are some of the weaknesses that this team has.
Okay, so before Asia Cup, Rohit Sharma has some statement regarding your team. He said that I want that type of player who can bat in any position. Rahul, can you tell me that player that you found that except Ishan Kishan, that who can play at any position? If you can say him go and open, go and play in middle order. Except Ishan Kishan, any player you found with that skill?
No, I don't think so. I don't think there is any player mm, who can play in any position in this Indian team. I don't think Rohit really had anyone in mind like that, except Ishan Kishan,
Yes,
because in this team, if you think about it, is Rohit Sharma going to play in the middle order? No. Shubman Gill is not going to play in the middle order. Virat Kohli is not going to play lower than number three. This is set. So your top three is set. Then tell me, KL Rahul, with what confidence can you make him go and open the batting? He has already
yes,
done shown that he can't handle the new ball in T20 cricket. In ODI cricket, when you have to face pace for longer periods of time, uh, it's not going to be easy for him. I don't wouldn't have confidence in him as an opener
okay.
after the T20 World Cup of the last 2 years.
Well,
Shreyas Iyer, I don't think has ever opened in his life.
yeah,
Then who else do you have? Maybe if you bring in Surya Kumar Yadav, you can say even in the middle overs to handle spin, he is struggling. So what confidence can you push Surya Kumar Yadav up the order and make and hope that he'll perform against new ball bowlers of other teams? So there
yes,
is really, except Ishan Kishan, the answer is no player who can really bat at any position. And even Ishan Kishan, except one innings against Pakistan, he hasn't performed much in the middle order.
yes. Well, if we see the playing 11 of today's match, Washington Sundar was included. And actually, I was very excited, Rahul, when I see Washington Sundar because I thought that now batting and bowling will be balanced because you are replacing Shardul Thakur. Shardul Thakur not giving that type of batting, he is only giving you bowling, but bowling was not that type of Siraj that a Siraj dominance today. We saw the Siraj dominance that makes him a proper bowler. That yes, we want this type of bowler who can bowl with a good pace and complete dominance against opponent. That is a big thing. So, do you think inclusion of Shardul Thakur or Washington Sundar, which is really important for Team India as of now? Because we know Shardul Thakur has nothing, no skill in batting as of now.
I think we need to bring in Washington Sundar over Shazul Thakur. I mean, because he can bat and bowl.
And
So he'll be
actually,
a
he's
more
an off
prop.
spinner also. He's off spinner also.
Yes.
Our Guldeep Yadav is Chinaman bowler, and Ravin Jadeja is also your off spinner. And Ravin Jadeja is not in a great form with bat. That is also a big thing for Team India. I think if today Sri Lanka made 250, then definitely batting will be tested for Team India. I know it very well. If
Yeah, definitely. Um, India's batting would have been tested.
Okay, so nothing to say any disadvantage about Team India. It is a day of celebration, but yes, we have to think about it. Now, when it comes to Australia, let's discuss our series. Also, series decider between South Africa and Australia. I will say very disappointment for Australian team. Back to back three losses against South African team. The way South African team came back, not a great start. Babuma out of duck, but still South Africa made a good score. Good batting from Markram, good batting from Marco Jansen, all rounder performance from Marco Jansen. 5 wickets and good runs with a bat and 4 wickets from Maharaj. I think now South Africa is looking quite confident when you defeat a world champion Australia. When it comes to World Cup, Australia is playing like a champion, and before World Cup, if you thrash this opponent, definitely you will get some confidence.
Yeah, there is definitely some confidence for South Africa, but they need to stay a little bit guarded because India, they won the Asia Cup in subcontinent conditions in Sri Lanka, which is 90% similar to Indian conditions. South Africa won that ODI series in South Africa. Subcontinent conditions is going to be a lot different from what they played in South Africa. Because if you notice, before the 2011 World Cup, actually, the last World Cup that India won, India lost an ODI series in South Africa before winning the World Cup. So, and same margin, 3-2, they lost that series. So, that doesn't, this doesn't matter too much. It's just a good psychological confidence. That's all you can say.
Yeah,
But
team balance.
yeah, and
Mainly,
in
they
terms
got
of
a
team
team
balance,
balance.
they're looking pretty settled, in my opinion. I think they have the right team.
Yes, in fact, they have a Poetzy who is not in a great form, but still they have good bowlers. Big thing is that. But now it comes to Australian team. Pat Cummins finally come back, and he will play the series against India. He's fit now. Big thing from Australia is that he will be a captain in Indian series. So let's see how Indian team will come back. But now let's come to our runner-up, Sri Lankan team, defending champion, coming to final. Well, we all know we will say that Sri Lanka is nothing in front of India. It's okay. 50 all out happens, but it happens once a time, not each and every game. But you have to give credit, Rahul, that Sri Lankan team, despite of injuries, their main player, they reaches final. You have to give some credit.
Yeah, they made the final in spite of a lot of injuries, and they held their nerve in a very thrilling match against Pakistan. You have to give them credit for that too. They won't be easy to face in the upcoming World Cup.
Yes.
Because this is subcontinental conditions. They will definitely trouble the teams like Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, and England. They won't be easy.
Yes, our regular viewer giving some comments. So I am showing you. He's saying that Aslanka, Pereira, Shanaka, they don't have skill and technique to play good bowlers even on batting friendly condition. First of all, tell me, Rahul, on seeing the pitch report, do you think today there was batting condition? There was any batting
It
friendly
didn't. It
condition?
didn't look like batting condition exactly to me, but definitely wasn't pace friendly conditions. That much I will say.
Yeah,
So
that wicket was dry. Just they are saying that there will be some bounce, there will be some moisture. That's why bowlers will get something. Means fast bowlers will get something. But what happens? There was lot of swing. Due to lots of swing, Siraj is a successful bowler. We all know it very well. Whenever there is swing in a pitch, Siraj can purchase the wickets. So that happens with Sri Lankan team. They just go and throw the wickets to Siraj. They are just going to play the shots. That is the reason that Kushal Mendis also out at last. He is just offering the shot in place of playing the defense. That was the reason. But I do you think Aslanka, Pereira, Shanaka they don't have skill to play? I think they
I
have
wouldn't.
skill.
You can't. Say they don't have skill to play based on this one match. Today they didn't show their skill.
Yeah,
That is a more
I
accurate thing to
think
say.
I think they need to reduce the pace. Actually, what they have to do, they have to reduce and they have to wait for the time till the moisture will be out. When there will be no moisture in a pitch and the pitch become slower ones and spinner came into play, then I think at that time Sri Lankan batters can play spinners better. I know it very well. If there will be a Kuldeep, Washington Sundar, then you will see some runs. I think that was a game of patience when you are 12 for 5. At that time, I think they should play like defensive, but all are just thinking go and play the shots. I think that was the reason they are not a single batsman able to make 20. That was the
Yeah,
reason.
yeah, they were they were playing very loose shots, in my opinion, to get out. At least, okay, the first two or three wickets, those guys got out playing like that, fine. But then when you realize you're two or three down very quickly for only 8 runs, then you have to change your game a little bit and adapt. Try just to play a little bit defensively and not lose wickets, but they didn't do that. They still went on trying to play their shots, hoping that some boundaries will come, and they will recover, but that didn't happen. So, I mean, when you're losing too many wickets and you're having a collapse, that time you should tone down. That's what the ODI game is about. You need to know when to attack and when to tone down and go be a little defensive.
Yes, okay, now this is another comment. He's saying that Sri Lankan team can't become like that of Sri Lankan team of Sangakkara time. Actually, I agree with his statement 50% yes, 50% no. Why 50% yes? Because Sri Lankan team is in a great performance. It is not easy for a team to win back to back 13 matches. But problem is what injury concern. Sri Lankan face maximum number of injuries in 2023. That is the big reason, I guess. That's why Sri Lanka is in a back foot. But yes, I know if Hasranga, Mahish Dikshana, this type of all-rounders, and plus bowlers like Chamira, Lahiru Kumara, Ranjita will play in regular intervals. Maybe after 1 2 years, you will say this Sri Lankan team has been settled down finally, because I know these are good players. They can serve a nation, and they have good quality. Do you think?
Mm, I don't think they'll become like Sangakkara's team.
But
That's going to be very
means
difficult.
at least 50% of that team can be possible. 50% at least.
Yeah, definitely. And I think over the last 2 or 3 years, they did show some improvement in their team. So they can become a good team again, but I don't think like Sangakkara's team or anything like that. That's,
Yeah,
I
it will
think,
take
taking,
time. It will take time.
yeah, it'll take time.
Yeah. Okay, so there are also statement from a coach that gives you indication that might be by tomorrow or day after tomorrow, Sri Lankan will announce the squad for World Cup. So what was the statement from a coach that today we need to sleep, and tomorrow morning we will take some decisions. Some decisions. This is clear that definitely they will decide which all-rounder has to play. Of course, Hemanta was there, Avela Lagi is there. I think they know Hasranga update also. I think so. They know Hasranga update and Tikshana. Two main players. If both are injured, Rahul, what do you think? This will be a bigger loss for Sri Lankan team in World Cup. If Tikshana and Hasranga not coming to India.
They will certainly look a lot weaker without Hasaranga and Tikshana in their lineup. These two players have played a lot of cricket around the world, lots of league cricket around the world, and they've been good at one day cricket as well. So it'll be a huge blow for Sri Lanka because these are the two main spinners in their lineup. I mean, Velalage has done well, and Asalanka can also bowl some good spin, but they won't be as good.
Okay, so Rahul, for Sri Lankan point of view, what you see the bigger takeaway for Sri Lankan team? What they have gained in Asia Cup?
Hmm?
What do you think? What they have gained in Asia Cup? In which department they have improved? Batting, fielding, bowling.
Sri Lankan team,
Yes,
uh, I would say maybe the spin department. I mean, the fact
Vela
that
Lage.
mm, um, they found talent in Velalage definitely tells me they've improved in that department. And I think even batting too, to an extent, In spite of
Uh,
this 50
Kushal
all out
Mendes, Sadira
Sunday.
Samar Vikrama was good.
Yes, Samara Vikrama was very good. Helped bail Sri Lanka out of some tough situations, like when the top order collapsed. So he's been one of the biggest positives for Sri Lanka in this tournament. Samara Vikrama and Velalage.
And Kushal Mendes also, two back-to-back 50s. That was
Yes,
great against India.
absolutely.
Okay, so now another team in Asia Cup that all are laughing at him. Actually, they were ranked number one. They are ranking number one team. I know you know the name of that team. That team suddenly came out of contest just by one match. Their bowlers are injured, and now they are underground almost. So, what you will say, Rahul, to this team before Asia Cup? They are roaring, and after Asia Cup, they are surrender.
Yeah.
Pakistan team.
To be honest, they've done all talk before the tournament, but when it came to actually performing on the field, they did not do what they were supposed to. And also, I think the obsession with the hosting the tournament in Pakistan consumed them ultimately, because the focus is not on the tournament. Your focus is on where you will play your matches. Then how can you expect the team to focus? And they made a schedule, the schedule as such, where Pakistan has to continuously travel back and forth between Pakistan and Sri Lanka. So a very poorly made schedule as well. If they did this different, they scheduled it differently, maybe Pakistan could have done, maybe they could have done better. But the fact is, the focus was not on the cricket.
Yes.
From Pakistan's point of view, they were more obsessed with hosting the tournament rather than winning the tournament. So that has led to their downfall. And I think Pakistan Cricket Board, they have to take ownership over this fiasco, because mm, you cannot make excuses now saying the team had to travel a lot and therefore we lost. I don't think that's an acceptable excuse, uh, because they agreed to the schedule finally. They agreed to this schedule, and they were the ones adamant that Pakistan hosts some matches. If they didn't want the travel, they should have just shut their mouth and accepted the whole tournament being shifted out of Pakistan. But they didn't do that. They wanted to host some matches, so they have to take ownership.
Okay. So now let's come to the team combination. Well, we see Pakistan performing in Pakistan was different, but when it comes to Sri Lanka, they are struggling, especially their openers. World Cup point of view, they are having a huge concern. Nazim Shah is confirmed that he will not be in a playing 11. Means in a playing 15 also. He is out of the World Cup. Harris Rauf and Shaheen Shafridi, most probably they are good bowlers. Rahul, do you think a nation have a good capability? They have in a squad, they have four bowlers who can bowl at a regular speed of 140. If I talk about Shaheen Shafridi, Nazim Shah, Harish Rauf, and another bowler is your Wasim Jr. But out of this, three is there, one is not in a playing, not in a 15. There is no chance. So Rahul, how you see this Pakistan team performing in India? Of course, in India there will be a mix type of environment. Means you will get a batting wicket, you will get a good fast bowling, swinging condition also. You will get a spin condition also. All type of condition you will get each and every reason. So how you see this Pakistan team to overcome from this issue? Do you think Nazim Shah is a big factor? Now he's out of the World Cup.
Yeah, Nazim Shah is a big factor, but all is not lost for Pakistan. They still have Shaheen Afridi. They have Mohammad Wasim Jr. or Fahim Ashraf, who can replace Nazim Shah in the
Well,
lineup.
there is another player, Mohammad Amir. We all know how Mohammad Amir's spell has thrashed India in Champions Trophy final. Well, if Mohammad Amir,
Mohammad Amir, unfortunately, he hasn't played ODI cricket in a very long time, in my opinion. You can't just suddenly bring
but there is a
someone back
name.
straight for the
but
World
this
Cup.
name is but this name is going viral in Pakistan media. Actually, I got a news.
It could
So
be just hype, but the thing is, I don't think whatever media says, let that be.
yeah,
But the selectors and the captain, the team management, they also understand that somebody who's not been in the team for a long time can't just suddenly come back during reappear during a World Cup. In fact, last time Mohammad Amir played an ODI was in 2019.
yes.
So you can't suddenly bring him back now. 2019, in fact,
I think they are starting preparing Shaheen Shah Afridi in place of Amir. Uh, so I think might be they will not go to their.
yeah, and both similar type bowlers also. So you won't have both of them in the playing lineup. If two left-arm pace bowlers in the playing 11 will make it too predictable. Of course, the one advantage Mohammad Amir has is that he has played in India before.
Yes,
Uh, uh, Pretty much everyone in this Pakistan squad for the World Cup, they've not played a single match in India, be it Test, ODI, or T20. In fact, they've not even come to India for IPL and played.
yes.
So they're at a disadvantage in that way. The Indian conditions will be a little bit different from what they get in Pakistan, and especially in a match against India, with one of the matches being against India, you can expect that most of the crowds also won't be on Pakistan's side.
Okay, so there is another viewer of Sports Breakdown. He's asking Kunal, what happens to Pawan? He's in a school or in Australia. Actually, Pawan is doing his bachelor's degree in Australia. So, so I am making a video, and this video is live on Sports Breakdown. So many coverage during World Cup also will be here. Might be if Pawan have time. One day Pawan came when Sri Lanka qualifies for Super Four. That day there was a good discussion. But I think today Pawan not be able to come because I know this is not a good day for Sri Lanka. Of course, each and every fans have very disappointed with the team effort. In fact, we will also disappoint if our team plays like this. 50 all out can't be acceptable. Can't be.
Mm, To be honest, as an Indian supporter, also I expected a better final.
Yes.
I mean, even when your team wins a match like this, I mean, you'll be happy your team won, but also disappointed at the same time that the match, wasn't exciting
Yeah.
enough. It didn't provide enough excitement.
Yes, let's go forward to another team. Another team is okay. What is saying? Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Just wondering. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Now another team is Bangladesh. If we see the Bangladesh campaign, not very impressive, but after win against India, they have giving some oxygen to this Bangladesh team that they have some capability. Their bench strength is quite good. If we talk about Tanjeed Shakib, the way he was bowling, he was getting their two key wickets, Tilak Verma and Rohit Sharma. Rahul, I know they are missing Shanto, especially the big loss for this team. Shanto was performing consistently before Super 4. That was really a great match, back to back, 50s. But now, what do you think, Rahul? What Bangladesh should do to maintain a balance in a middle order? I know in middle order they have Shakib, they have Mushafiqur Rahim. In fact, without Mushafiqur Rahim, they win the game. But they need some good players, and who can replace Shanto in this team, according to you?
It's very hard to tell who can replace Shanto in the team. In the team, you might need to have either Mohammad Naim playing there, not the most ideal option,
Well, I am
or
hoping
Litan
that.
Das or
Uh,
Shakib Al Hassan. I think these are the three options
well, I
to
am hoping
replace him.
if Tamim Iqbal came, meanwhile is 70-80% fit. Anyways, if Tamim Iqbal can come, then I think we can settle down Mohammad Naeem. I think so.
Mm, if Tamim Iqbal comes for the World Cup, I would even suggest dropping Mohammad Naeem and oh, he's also in the US. Okay, yeah. So if Tamim Iqbal comes, I'm in favor of dropping Mohammad Naeem and having Litan Das or Shakib Al Hassan at one down. That would be my choice. So, well, interesting to see. There's a viewer who lives in the US. I'm also in the
Yes,
US. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. I'd be interested to know where you are, Mr. Nikhil. Which part of the US you're in? That's interesting. So,
he's very
I first
surprised.
watched him. Yeah, when he covered the under 19s, yes, yeah, I was surprised that Sri Lanka got bowled out for 50. I couldn't watch the match. Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
yeah. He's saying that Willow TV. Willow TV is a channel
oh,
where
it's on. See,
that will.
Nikhil, the Asia Cup was coming on ESPN Plus here in the US. So
Yes,
you need to have a subscription for ESPN Plus. I actually got one specifically to watch the Asia Cup.
yeah.
So thankfully, World Cup is coming on Willow TV over here. So I don't need ESPN Plus. I can now cancel the subscription of ESPN Plus.
Yes, and India Hotstar is giving a free of cost Asia Cup plus World Cup. So, yeah, if you are in India, then Hotstar is okay. Okay, so back to discussion, Rahul. Do you think Bangladesh should bring back Tamim Iqbal anyhow, 70-80% fit to maintain the balance?
Yes, absolutely. I would. Tamim Iqbal has done very well for Bangladesh over the years. He should definitely at least play a World Cup and then retire. If he wants to retire, retire, but don't do it just before a World Cup. At least play the World Cup and then go.
Yeah. He's saying that I am
I'm
in
in
Allen,
Allen,
Tex,
Texas. Currently go to in
SMU.
Dallas, Texas, and I'm in my junior year. Okay, interesting. Interesting, Texas. Okay.
Okay, okay, Nikhil. Okay. So the last team, Afghanistan. Of course, Afghanistan is very means everywhere when we see the Afghanistan team, there we always see the opportunity that this team can surprise anyone. But surprise always happens with Afghanistan. Why, Rahul?
Well, don't know why surprise always happens, but they almost made the Super Four at the expense of Sri Lanka. It would have been more embarrassing for Sri Lanka, by the way, if Afghanistan defeated them in those 37.1 overs and knocked Sri Lanka out. That would have been more
Actually, they
embarrassing.
don't know the scenario. Otherwise, I think they will hit six.
They didn't know the scenario. Yes, that's another thing. That's a lucky escape for Sri Lanka.
And that was lucky also against Pakistan too. Pakistan can be in final. That was a great spell from Shaheen Shah Afridi, second last over. How he bowled back-to-back wickets. And one time Sri Lanka thought that can 12 runs is possible in 6 balls.
Yeah, yeah, they certainly thought that, and well, actually, they needed 8 from the last over, but they needed 6 to win from the last two balls, and they managed to pull it off.
Yeah, that was not a good field placement. Actually, field placement was not good from Babar Azam, especially
Yeah, we
last
saw
ball.
it
Last
live
ball.
on this show.
The last ball, how this type of field can be there means there is nothing on a square
There
leg.
was
In square leg, there
see
is no
when
fielder.
you have two to win from one ball, that kind of a scenario, you should have all the fielders from all sides inside the circle.
Yes.
Yeah, so some effort to prevent one run or tempt the batsman to play a false shot and go over the fielders. He'll play a false shot.
And bowler should go Yorker. Bowler should go for Yorker, not for a full toss. He was just going to going for dot ball. It was better you go for Yorker.
Yeah, absolutely. So
Okay, so
Sri Lanka had
anyways,
two lives in this tournament. Afghanistan was very unlucky in the second match against Sri Lanka. Unfortunately, against Bangladesh, they looked like they were in the chase for a while, but then they got bowled out.
Yes, of course. But overall, what we Indians are want to know the confidence of the team. Definitely, we get some confidence, but yes, we know we have to think about that our finishers will be there. We are still missing. I know everyone will say why you are comes to again MS Dhoni, but definitely when it comes to finishing the match, we always think that one should be a player like Dhoni that come and finish it, even in number 7, 6 or 7. We have
Yes. And
we
one thing with finisher is finisher. By finisher, we don't mean somebody who comes and hits sixers from ball
yeah,
one.
sensible
Finisher
cricket.
is also somebody who will somehow take the team to a good total or somehow win the match for you
Yeah,
in a run
sensible
chase.
type of cricket.
Yeah, sensible type of cricket. He can play according to the situation. Also, bail you out of tough situations. So that's also what a finisher should do.
Yeah,
On the
Nikhil is
weekends,
saying something.
below TV's only cricket channel we don't have because it's a little costly. Not really, not really. It's $9 a month. ESPN Plus. If you can try to convince, I don't know, your family members, or you can afford it yourself. You can pay $9 per month, and you can cancel the subscription at the end of the month. You can just pay $9. Whenever you need to see something on ESPN Plus, you can just pay $9 for that month, and
Fox, NBC, and CBS Sports. This is another channel.
yeah, I don't think they show cricket on these channels. Fox, CBSC, NBC, ABC Sports, they will probably show all the American sports like baseball, football. Here, football means like how others call rugby. There's
Yeah,
American football. Okay, American football is not really football, technically speaking. The real football is called soccer over here in America. Then
yeah,
you have
soccer.
basketball, and I think there is NHL as well. There is ice hockey that will come later in the year, but yeah, actually, in fact, NHL, I can't really call it an American sport. It's partly Canadian too. Their headquarters is in Canada also. So
Yeah. Well, incidentally, Rahul, this is a second Asia Cup win by India, Rohit Sharma.
yeah, this is the second Asia Cup win, and this is win you could actually say is with his team.
Yeah, finally with his team.
Yeah, he's won it with his team. Actually, 2018 Asia Cup, he was just a stand-in captain. He won with Virat Kohli's team.
Yes,
So in this World Cup, he has won it with his team. He's the guy in charge, not just a stand-in.
yes. Yeah, that was the thing. Okay, so a great campaign for Team India in Asia Cup, and maybe I don't see the date when Australia India series will start. I think most probably this week,
I
I
think
guess.
21st it is starting.
Yeah, 22. 22.
22. Okay.
Yeah, this week, 22, Friday. On Mohali, they will start the campaign, then Indore and Rajkot. Definitely in Mohali, you will get a balanced type of wicket, means batting and bowling both can have equal participation. In Indore, of course, it is a batting wicket. And when it comes to Indore, I remember 200 runs from Virender Sehwag. That was really great innings in ODI. And
Yeah.
in Rajkot is also we have so many players who have good 100. If we talk about Rahul Dravid, he has also 100 in Rajkot. In Rajkot, we VVS Lakshman have good hundreds. So memorable ground. Another batting
Of
wicket,
course, the
Rajkot.
Mohali will be very interesting because
Yuvraj
lots of
Singh,
yeah, lots of classic India versus Australia matches have happened in Mohali across all three formats, be it
and
Test
that is
format, the ODI format, or T20.
and that is a coincidence. In all that matches, Yuvraj Singh was there to complete it.
Yes.
Yeah, so this is a schedule, and there is another schedule. After completing the World Cup, Australia have to stay in India to complete a five matches T20 series
Yeah,
after
will
World
be
Cup.
interesting to see how many from the World Cup squad really play that T20 series. I'm suspecting not. But of course, the teams are very different. We know for sure Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli won't be in the T20s. That much we know. But someone like Hardik Pandya, for example, who's the captain of the T20 side, whether he'll play that in series or not, we don't know.
Yes, and very interesting that in this squad, Michelle Stark is back. Adam Zampa, Hazelwood is already playing. Pat Cummins is back. Nathan Ellis, good bowling performance against South Africa. In all-rounder, Aaron Hardy, Michelle Marsh, Glenn Maxwell. Bigger thing is that Glenn Maxwell. All are thinking that might be Maxwell will be not available. He is not well, but finally Maxwell is coming. Means another
Yeah,
world champion player is coming.
so this is the real test for Australia. Now they have their full strength team with them, and they have their full strength team with them, and they'll be playing in India, playing India and India. Their first World Cup match is also against India, so this is a good test for them. This three-match series, it'll
Yes,
show how ready they are.
yes. He's saying that, but one thing I could say that Australia is that they are fighter in any sports. Of course, yes. They
Yes,
almost beat Mexico in friendly in the last so rugby today. They lost to Fiji 15-20. Okay.
yeah, Rugby World Cup. Okay, Nikhil seems to be very big on rugby. I'm not a huge rugby fan, so I don't know. I don't really know
Good.
what's going on there. I just know that the Rugby World Cup is going on. I don't know what's happening in it.
Yeah. So now from tomorrow we have a focus on World Cup and each and every news we will share in this channel KFCS. So guys, you have to subscribe it. Okay, so another news from here. I am showing you a playing 11. Means of shocking news for England fans. Of course, for Rahul Iyer too. Rahul, we all are talking about England that Jason Roy has a good record in India, but unfortunately, he will be not in a part of World Cup. So how you feel now?
Mm, I think England is making a little bit of a mistake here, mm, choosing Harry Brook over mm, Jason Roy. Mm, Jason Roy played a very crucial role in England winning the previous World Cup. Uh, and at a strike rate, played at a strike rate of over 100. He played a lot of impactful innings in that tournament.
Actually, the last ball run out, Jason Roy was the player who threw to Butler. That was also.
Yes, absolutely. He has an impact in the field as well. Mm, Unfortunately, I don't see what form they see in Harry Brook exactly for him
But
to be in the
I
squad.
think they are very
Not enough
satisfied with
experience
David
too.
Malan. I think they are satisfied with David Malan that yes, David Malan can open with Johnny Bairstow, but I don't see Johnny Bairstow performing good. Only in 2020 he was good, but in ODIs I don't see any performance that impactful performance that I will be very impressed.
And same thing with Joe Root. Root hasn't played for nearly a year, and he's been out of form since coming back to ODI cricket. That's another little bit of worry for England.
Oh, well, let me check once. I will tell you the stats that how much are Johnny Bairstow perform in four matches series for England team.
Mm,
Yeah, let's come to first ODI. Uh, if I talk about first ODI, okay, in that match Joe Root is not playing. Harry Brook was opener along with Malan. I will not talk about Malan. Malan is good player. Nothing to say about him. 6 runs in second ODI. Johnny Bairstow. In third ODI, Golden Duck. Okay. And fourth ODI, 13 runs. Okay, so in three matches, 19 runs, and you are picking him in place of Jason Roy. Already, this team has wicketkeeper captain Josh Butler.
Mm, it's very surprising, in my opinion. Mm, in fact, I'm surprised by the fact that Joe Root, who previously, like for 1 year, nearly 1 year, didn't play an ODI, got back into the team, but not Jason Roy. Even though this year, in his six ODIs, he has scored two centuries. In spite of being inconsistent or being out of form, he scored two centuries. So
Well,
I
apart
wouldn't
from this
leave such a
selection,
player out of the team because when he performs, it's very impactful for the team.
apart from this selection, can you tell me, Rahul, now a complete playing 11, means the strong 11 of this England team? First of all, I think this is confirmed that Johnny Bairstow and David Malan will open lefty righty combination. Then Joe Root, number 3. Number 4, Ben Stokes. Number 5, Josh Butler. Number 6 might be Moeen Ali. Okay.
Yeah. Then
Then number 7, he has Liam Livingston. But there is another player like Sam Curran is also there.
Sam
So
Curran,
now
depends
it's
on the
up to
pitch. If
balance.
it's a spinning pitch, they can take Livingston. If it's a uh, pace friendly pitch, they can take Sam Curran.
Now it's 8, 9, 10, 11. So one is Adil Rashid, another Chris Wokes, good
Chris
performance.
Wokes, Mark
David
Wood,
Willey, David
David
Willey,
Willey, and Mark Wood.
and Rishi Topley or Mark Wood. Anyone, one will
Either
play.
one of those would do for me. But I mean, it kind of
And
depends on
Gus
the pitch. But
Atkinson,
these probably will bring variety to the attack. That's something that cannot be ignored.
and I think Gus Atkinson will nearly get one match, maybe one match.
He might get one match. In fact, Harry Brook himself, I'm not sure if he will get a match or not. He might
Well,
get.
in my playing 11, he is not available because I will like to play Liam Livingston. He's a spinner who can
Yeah,
go.
of course, Harry Brook. I think, if I'm not wrong, he's there in the squad that's going to face Ireland.
Yes, yes.
So uh, they probably want him to prove himself in that series, but him playing well in that series is not really a way to stake a claim for a World Cup spot, because Ireland is a team that has not qualified for the World Cup. There is no virtue in Brook performing against Ireland is not going to prove anything.
Yeah, I don't think. I think in first ODI their experiment failed. Brook and David Malan opening
And
combination.
as a matter of fact, Harry Brook is the only one I see in the ODI squad against Ireland, who will also be in the World Cup squad. So there's a chance that he might join the World Cup squad at a much later date than the rest of the team. That is possible. England's ODI series against Ireland goes until the 26th September. So he, if they want him in the World Cup squad, they might have to consider withdrawing him from the Ireland series so that he can go early and get some preparation for the World Cup. And this is if they want him in the playing 11. If they don't want him in the playing 11, then fine, he can play this Ireland series and just go to England as a backup.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, let's see now. It's up to Pakistan. I think now Pakistan, Sri Lanka is remaining to announce a team of World Cup squad.
Yeah.
I
This
think apart,
Thursday also there is New Zealand playing in Bangladesh.
yes.
That's also there. So Bangladesh is also going to home territory now. They're going to
So
Dhaka. England team will be
three
going to
teams is
Mohali.
remaining.
Huh?
Three
They
teams
have,
is remaining to announce the squad. Three Asian teams.
yes.
So let's see what will happen. Then
And
we will.
on Wednesday is England Ireland. That series begins. However, I don't feel England versus Ireland and Bangladesh versus New Zealand is going to be too exciting, because Ireland is not in the World Cup. England is playing with the second string team. Then Bangladesh, they might play with their full strength team, but New Zealand is not playing with their full strength
But
team.
there will be very exciting when the spinners will come into play.
Yeah, it'll be pretty exciting. The most exciting one before the World Cup right now is India versus Australia, in my opinion.
Yes, of course. So let's see what will happen, and we will cover each and every event of mm,
As a
each and
matter of
every.
fact, while the before the World Cup, also there is going to be a small sub-regional qualifier um, for the T20 World Cup next year, a sub-regional qualifier in Asia. The teams involved are Qatar, Kuwait, Maldives, and Saudi Arabia. So these teams are going to be involved in one sub-regional qualifier in Asia for the T20 World Cup. And during the World Cup, also there are some qualifiers that are going to be held. The regional final for Asian qualifiers will be held during the World Cup in like end of October, and a few other regional qualifiers as well will be held around that time. So there is some exciting cricketing action outside the World Cup as well.
Yeah, well, I think viewers have enjoyed the Asia Cup also after World Cup qualifier. The coverage we have done in Asia Cup was great. Now let's prepare for World Cup. Long, 1.5 months tournament. So we will try it, make a good coverage and have a good discussion. Yeah, finally, I am waiting for this man, Avinav. That where is
Abhinav,
Avinav?
hi.
Yeah, so Avinav, I thought that you are very getting bored. That only 50 runs all out, no excitement, match complete in 2 hours. Right, Avinav? But happy that India win it finally. Avinav, you want to say anything for Team India now? We are champion now, Asia Cup champion, defeating defending champions by 10 wickets. Okay, so Rahul, can you tell us how was the Sunday?
Yeah, good Sunday. Very what you say. I didn't expect such a short final. To be frank, the final was very short, and that too after the rain delay. I thought pretty much my whole day would be gone sitting for this match, but anyway, it finished in the early hours of morning for me.
Yeah, of course.
India won the cup. Pakistan won the Ata. Oh
Yeah,
my!
okay. Yeah, yeah, okay. One more question from both of you. Rahul, how you see the gesture of BCCI? They have giving a $50,000 to groundsman. Siraj saying that from his trophy prize, all his prize he is giving to groundsman. So how you like this gesture? The groundsmen have done so much during a rainfall. They prepared the ground in very early, means 15 minutes, 20 minutes.
Yes, they did a very good service. They did very good service during this Asia Cup because the rain was very unpredictable. They're really the ones who made the match possible. Their great service during this tournament is what made the match possible in spite of lots of rain being present during the week.
Well, Rahul, do you agree? I think when I see the Indian groundsman also, Australian, England, I think Sri Lankan groundsman is quite good. Means you can say best in preparation of ground. They are very early. Means you can say the time management is there with us, with them. How they cover the ground so early within a seconds, and they always ready. They knows the weather forecast clearly as compared to another country. Do you think Sri Lankan groundsman is good and aware? Means best.
Yes, they have very good awareness, in my opinion. And
Because in India,
they,
what
and they do
happens?
one thing they do very well is, like, they may not have that very advanced infrastructure like England, where they have that, what to say, a very big machine covering the pitch. They may not have that, but they put the covers on, like, and they cover the whole ground, so that even if it rains heavily, the ground doesn't get affected, and they just have to remove the covers. So you have to give them credit for that. Unfortunately, during one one part of the ground of the ground in Colombo had a bald patch. The grass was gone over there, but apart from that, the groundsmen have done a very good job. In my opinion, I think India should learn a lot from them. If you remember the what happened during the IPL final in Ahmedabad, that too in Ahmedabad, you know how much time it took to get the
Yes,
ground ready for the final,
yes,
and they were using, what to
almost
say,
1.5 hour.
1.5 hours, and they were using scrubs.
Yes,
So the match had to basically go 3 days. It became a 3 day final.
yeah. So I think we have to see the Sri Lankan team also. We know that how Sri Lanka suffers in economy also. They were very less in economy at time of COVID times, but still they have, apart from good technology, their groundsman is good. That was pretty impressive.
Yes, absolutely.
So I think that was good gesture from Siraz and BCCI donating some money so that they will improve the quality of the ground. That one big thing is that.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Just
Avinav,
an comment.
being a fan of Rohit Sharma, you have your day. You can say anything. But if World Cup, if India lose the World Cup, then so many things will be asking from Rohit Sharma.
Yeah, the World Cup is the biggest thing. In fact, I think this is right now India's best opportunity to break the drought uh, that has been happening since 2013. I think India is in the best position to break the drought of ICC tournaments. We're playing a World Cup on home soil. Now we have the team settled with some confidence going into the tournament. So I don't see any excuses right now for not winning the World Cup. If we don't win the World Cup, we shouldn't make any excuses. And of course, I think Rohit Sharma, he'll step down one way or the other, whether we win the World Cup or not. But if we don't win the World Cup, definitely Rohit has to step down, in my opinion, as captain.
Yeah.
To be
Okay.
frank, if you recall Gautam Gambhir's statement, Gautam Gambhir actually said that every time we don't win a World Cup, obviously the captain will take the blame.
Yes.
When we lost in 2019 under Virat, people blamed Virat Kohli. So the same thing goes for Rohit Sharma in this year's World Cup. So one day cricket will die one day. Well, I'll say
Well,
this,
this will
Abhinav.
be a topic of our next video. So we will have a good discussion about this.
In if I'll say that if one day cricket dies, cricket will die. It's
Yeah.
cricket is dead.
Yeah.
If
So Abhinav, tomorrow we will have a same discussion. One day cricket will die. One day we will have a debate. So you have to decide, Rahul or Abhinav, from which side you will say for or against. Okay, then this will
I
be
will
a good
obviously
contest.
say four.
Okay.
I can tell you that now. I will obviously be for one day cricket. I'm for all three formats of cricket. As a matter of fact, because cricket's uniqueness is in having three formats. If you destroy that, you're destroying the uniqueness of the sport.
Yeah. Okay. So tomorrow we will definitely come and one day cricket is dead rubber. Okay. Okay, Avinav, you just make a preparation and try to come tomorrow at 11 p.m. IST, Indian Standard Time. Then we will have a good discussion about one day cricket survival, basically. It is necessary or not. We will have a good discussion And thank you for providing us a topic. That is also good topic, trending topic, I guess. Yeah, we will talk about this. And thank you very much, Rahul, for your time.
Yes,
And
thank you.
let's enjoy the victory of Team India. This comes in so many years. We are waiting for a trophy, a multi-nation tournament winner, Team India. Finally.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so Avinav, you also watch the highlights and just enjoy the day. So till then, guys, thank you very much. Subscribe KFC and Sports Breakdown and Sports Breakdown audience. Don't be disappointed. Definitely, Sri Lanka will rise one day, maybe after 1 or 2 years, but definitely they will rise. I know. Yeah, Avinav, you want to say anything? Okay, you want to talk? Okay, Avinav, yeah, tell me. Walk over. Don't give a walk over. Okay, Sri Lanka cricket finished. That is another topic we will also discuss. Okay, Avina, we will definitely discuss about this. Is Sri Lanka cricket is finished? Yeah, one last question. Yes, you can ask. Yes, Avinav.
Please ask the question.
Yes. Well, he's saying this Sri Lanka cricket finished. I don't think Sri Lanka cricket is will
No,
finished easily.
far from being finished.
I think they are rising after the winning of Asia Cup in previous year,
Yeah,
basically.
absolutely. They're on the rise.
Okay, there is something question related to Pakistan. Boring question. Pakistan फिर fight वगैरह हारने के बाद पहली बार. Okay, yeah, that was a video of Pakistan team dressing room. What was the video that Babar Azam was taking addressing a players? He said that we are very disappointed, we are not performing. Then what Shaheen Shafridi disrupted? He said that appreciate the batsman and a bowler who bowled well. Actually, what Shaheen Shafridi wants that appreciate him that he bowled very well apart from other bowlers, some batsmen were in a good form. But actually, I think Shaheen Shafridi was not good this time. Babar Azam was right. He was addressing about weaknesses. When we see the weakness, definitely will perform better in World Cup. I think so.
Yeah, I think they will do better in the World Cup. It's a much longer tournament, not like Super Four. I mean, in Super Four, one or two bad results can. I mean, they had two bad results, so that was enough to knock them out. In 50 over World Cup, two defeats won't knock you out. You still have many matches, and there will be many matches for Pakistan, like against Netherlands, Afghanistan, Bangladesh, even which they can win. So I don't think it's a huge
I know.
concern.
I know they can even win against South Africa also. They have good capability. So okay, he's saying, can we have a non-cricketing live? I have lots of non-cricketing questions. Moderator of my channel. Okay, but first of all, Avin, what I want, Avinav, that you share your screen during World Cup. Then I will definitely think about this. Okay, Avinav. So finally, we have to end the video. Already, video is long. We will come tomorrow and have a good topic. One day survival, because this is a trending topic. Even one day, Akash Chopra was also talking about this, but he's saying that. One day will be always there. Without one day, nothing is impossible. That was his statement. So we will talk about tomorrow interesting topics. I hope Avinav you will come with a question, and I will try Avinav to come 15-20 minutes early so that we will take your questions and video will not be quite long. So Rahul, thank you very much.
Yes.
Enjoy the day. Enjoy the winning moment of this Team India. See, मैंने आपके लाइव में काफी टाइम मैंने इसकी इसको से it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, so thank you very much, guys. Just subscribe KFCS and view channel and regularly, and press the bell icon also so that you will get a notification on the top. So thank you very much. Goodbye and good night.
Good night.